Welcome back. We have breaking news coming in. Naxal hit Bastar has recorded a very disappointing voter turnout in the Lok Sabha polls. Bastar has posted a low turnout of 45%. As poll closed, 2014 turnout is lower than the 2009 turnout. Voting percentage, I beg your pardon, was 47% at that point. The Naxals had opened fire at 10 polling booths through the polling day today. Security forces recovered a haul of 15 IEDs and 3 pressure bombs. And perhaps the fear of that is what has led to this abysmal voting turnout of 45%. Jugal is on the phone line with us. Jugal, clearly this is not heartening. It was 47% the last time, 45% this. Clearly the threat that was given out by the Naxals, the warnings that were given out, has kept people inside.
Well, so it seems, Maruk, and if you look after 2009, the Chhattisgarh had witnessed, in fact, Bastar had witnessed a by-election in 2011. That time the voter turnout was 72%. Not just that, in the assembly elections which were held last year in November, Bastar area again polled more than 70%. Today's turnout of approximately 45%, because some parties still have to come back into the mainstream to be counted. But it only goes to show, and I was speaking a while back to the Aam Aadmi Party candidate from Bastar, Soni Sori, who told me in as many words that she, belonging to the tribal region, said she toured a lot of places in the remote areas, and she said that she did not see any enthusiasm, she did not see any participation of the people because the forces were so low. We also understand that as compared to the previous elections this time around, forces which were provided were 1/6 the strength of what was given in November last year. So there are a lot of factors, especially the last 1 month we've seen Naxals have killed almost 20 to 23 people in this area. So there is a fear factor. Sadly, the forces were not enough to match up to the strength, and I think the whole propaganda has gone against the elections. We were seeing out here there was no feel to Bastar in terms of an election because most areas were cut off, people were not going inside. Right. And I think everything has resulted into this absolutely dismal performance.
Well, as Jugal has been reporting that this time around the forces are 1/6 of the size that they were the last time around in November. But at the same time, even though, as Jugal is reporting, it has been 45%, the last time around it was 47%. Despite that, imagine living under the fear of the gun, living under the fear of the red terror, but even then coming out. A clear defiance this is by many of them, many of that 45% of the boycott call given by the Naxals. Jugal Purohit sent us this report earlier.
A grim reminder of red terror in Sukma. A day before the area went to polls, 3 CRPF commandos killed. But democracy is snaking its way into this Maoist stronghold. Headlines today was at Mardoom, a small town right in the epicenter of the Red Corridor on the border between Dantewada and Bastar. And it is clear that people here have defied the Naxal diktat of boycotting polls. Visuals we have of polling booths proof enough.
और चूँकि रोड में है मार्डूम, यहाँ फोर्स भी है, लोग उत्साहित हैं और चुनाव में अच्छी तरह से भाग ले रहे हैं, वोट डाल रहे हैं.
But black ink on the finger doesn't mean these voters have forgotten red terror. Even discussing the issue is taboo here. All they are willing to discuss are their issues.
ज़्यादा दिक्कत है, परेशान बहुत परेशान है पानी का.
लगना चाहिए क्यों उसको? क्योंकि फोर्स लगना चाहिए, कुदूर में कैंप लगना चाहिए.
Security measures here are unprecedented. 40,000 police and paramilitary personnel have been stationed just in the Bastar constituency. Nearly 4/5 of poll booths are designated ultra-sensitive.
Apart from it being a BJP bastion since 1998, Bastar also has the rare distinction of having more number of female electors than male. And you're seeing this is a humongous queue of female electors thronging to the polling booth here in Bastar. In comparison to that, I'll just show you the situation vis-a-vis the male electors. You're seeing that Bastar is definitely living up to its reputation and distinction. Last time around, when security was provided in full numbers, Bastar came out and polled above 70%. This time around also it is being hoped that with the kind of apparatus that is in place, it will equal if not better. With Prabir Biswas in Bastar, Jugal Purohit reporting for